my head. I just have it in my pile of replays. Alright, Instant Cthulhu with the Atlanta. Laz is in here, how's it going? I kind of like how this angle almost, it's like the shape of the mountain. That's hilarious. Right, like the masts almost coincide perfectly with the peaks of the mountain. I know, it's weird, but whatever. That would be the shot that we'll use, because we can. Flags, anti-air, XP, you don't want to detonate, you want to start fires, free XP, fire chance, commander XP, and free XP as well. Interesting. This is Atlanta's permanent camouflage, I believe. So I would rather see if you're going to put these special economic boosters, throw on maybe you know, plus 100% camo or better. Alzu, these are all community contributor containers. I do not have any Royal Navy containers. Beligil, how are you? Yes, praising Cthulhu intensifies, sir. Yes. So this is shards, and we've got typically in shards you've got the risky play of going to C cap, the somewhat safe play of going to A cap, and the question of is anybody actually going to go into B, or how's that going to work? It's a very interesting map here. Obviously A is the safe play, but by the time your battleships get there, it's kind of hard to you know, win those initial engagements. So you know, lots of things to consider as your pink eagle caps C. Rush B indeed. Oh, Seraphic sent me one replay. I'll have to check. He sent it to me, I think, on Discord. So I'll have to check and see. Alzu, I gave you one code. The last code I gave you was September 1st, actually. And then you got another one August 11th. So some pretty good regularity there for winning those codes. Now, the Atlanta plays really good against enemy destroyers. It's okay against cruisers, and not so good against battleships, especially when you're out in the open like this. Now you're using your radar, but I think it's a little bit too soon. You're too far away, and as you can see here, you're outside of your 8.5 radar range. These guys are just on the edge. The problem is you're reversing. By the time you pull forward to get closer, your radar is going to be done. So you're much better off just spraying and praying the smoke and hoping that you find something. Or, like that Omaha just leaves the cap. Obviously, they've changed things around with the way codes work. They do them at each major patch now instead of each month. And I believe you can open multiple container codes in a period now. So you should be able to use it. If you can't use it, let me know. We'll pass it on to somebody else. So in this position here, you've got a Furutaka, Congo, Icarus. What was that down there? That was the Acosta in A-cap. So we will see what he does in a little bit. But you're in a pretty decent spot here. You've got the islands to kind of help screen you. Oh, there's the Omaha. You can wreck the Omaha at least. Get him out of here. A common trick that you can use with your guns is instead of zooming in max, back off one tick. So zoom in max and then back off by one level. It makes it a little bit easier to see your shells and get the appropriate lead. Pop your anti-air. There you go. Good.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
As you can, although typically I try to set it up so that you win once per whatever patch cycle. And I keep track of who wins and all that good stuff. Now this is incredibly dangerous pushing into a Myoko like this. You gotta hope that the Congo is gonna help you out. That shot's probably too slow. You do have torpedoes. Those torpedoes are handy, but you have to be really careful. He's switching to AP because he's broadside. Smart idea. But like I said, he's 10 kilometers away from you, or within 10, so he can hit you with those torpedoes. Good job to Congo there. Alright, turning in to possibly dodge torpedoes. Switch to HE now. You're going to run into the Acosta or the Emerald. And look at that, the Emerald's going to give you a nice juicy broadside. And unfortunately he runs out, but that's okay. Now you have to be very leery of Emerald torpedoes as well. You could have easily fired them in your general direction, or the Congo. Hey, he's fired him at the Congo. No surprise there. He's going to get a couple good hits there. Question is, will that Congo flood out now? Congo was engaged in that battle with the Myoko, probably DCP'd. I love the new flooding effects, by the way. You can easily tell that he's flooding. And bye. Radar means that the Emerald can't hide from you. Good use of radar this time. Switching to HE makes sense. You have to watch out for that Fuso, though. Congratulations on the free XP, Alzu. Keep shooting. SAT is absolutely correct. A little bit of underleading with the shots, but this is hard because these are, you know, basically US destroyer guns that you're shooting. Good job keeping the island between you and the Fuso, although you need to move up in order to get those shots on the Fuso. Big kitty cat wants to go away. That's fine. So here you're in a situation now where your team is starting to fall apart. And you... Well, I mean, there's that Fuso there you have to watch out for. There's no more battleships in this game. There's a bunch of destroyers left, but unfortunately you're not in a position to really hunt them down. Now, if you get behind this smoke, that could help. Fusion is spotting you right now. Oof. Well, it could have been a lot worse. You're following the Furutaka. I wouldn't do that personally. I'd go up here, because then you can shoot at the Algerie. Here's that Fusion. And that Fusion's probably going to wreck the Furutaka here. Yes, the Atlanta's armor is pretty darn weak. Here come the deep water torpedoes that we would all expect to see, and there goes the Furutaka. Now this is very dangerous going in here. He's backed up by a Fuso, Algeria on your flank. That's why I was saying I think the better choice for you would have been to hang out up over here. This is a case where you won the flank, you won your spot, but unfortunately the rest of the team fell apart in places where you weren't able to support them. Good use of radar to figure out where this guy is. He's obviously going to try to back up and get some torpedoes on you. The shores is helping you, which is good. Now, one thing you could do, a lot of people forget about this, but you've got the torpedoes now. I mean, you could have turned away and fired those torpedoes at him. Unfortunately now, he's shooting somebody else, so that's good, but you might take a torp or something. Good job, Fuso, or Shores. Watch that Fuso as he comes up. Torpedoes with circle icons, those are deep water torps that will not hit you. So you might be seeing them as a destroyer. Asashio torps generally look like that. Now this is really not good. The Fuso is dark. You are not. Better shoot quickly before he kills you. Nice. Alright, now unfortunately you are a destroyer hunting ship, but you're out of radar. So you're going to have to really figure out where these destroyers are. Minakaze is a huge threat to you. The Icarus is spotted now, so you know where he is. Minakaze is most likely capturing B point. And then the Gallant, well, you never know where that Gallant is. Definitely not going to hit with that range. Or maybe. Nope. So, in this situation, your Icarus really needs to be getting up there and needs to be engaging the destroyers and stuff like that. He's been playing kind of in the back for a while, so that's going to hurt. Shores just killed. That's good, but the New Orleans has got broadside shots on him now. Yes, his detection is 10.7. No CE. Gallant. Whoa, look how low he is. Good kill.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Alright, so now it's the New Orleans, who you know where he is, and the Minakaze, and you don't know where the Minakaze is. Although, those shots just told you where he is. So, I would be turning left at this point to duck in behind the island from the torpedoes while you farm the New Orleans. But going straight like this is really a dangerous proposition. I know what you're thinking. I need to kill this Minakaze. But going straight means you're going right into his torpedoes. I'd like to see some communication with the Icarus right now to make sure he's running Hydro. He is, so that's good. Minakaze smoke is about to run out, so you should be... Oh, wait, no, that's Gallant smoke. He probably ducked into the Gallant smoke. I'd be asking... There he is. Whoa, he's low too. Okay, so now this is really risky here. You've got to deal with the New Orleans, who's got really good AP against you, versus your DPM. I would be turning away at this point and trying to increase the range and the distance. That way you can DPM him better over that range. But sitting still right now, broadside, very risky. And yeah, salvo type, just start shooting. In that last engagement there, you took that little extra second to line up your shot. With something that low, just start shooting and get your guns on target. I'd really like to see this Icarus spotting right now. Keep shooting, keep shooting. Your guns need to keep going. You gotta have maximum DPM here if you're gonna survive this. He's gonna go for the Icarus, which is to be expected. Here comes that butt gun. Those torpedoes, of course, are not going to hit. This is a situation. Look at the clock. 5 minutes left. Look at the points. You guys have the point lead. There's no need to get yourself killed. Yes, he beached. That's right. And he's backing up. And unfortunately, the Icarus is now coming into a position to get shot at. And you can't do anything to help him.
Within 5 minutes.
Run and hide. Ow, 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 ow. As you're trying to move your ship. Okay, he's moving forward. You need to be aiming. I'd be aiming here. There you go. Keep shooting. He's not coming around the island, so he's going to give you those shots for free. Icarus is smelling blood. He wants that kill. That's going to cost him. Okay, good. He's not going in. Now, they're within 2 kilometers of each other, so they are just proxy spotting. And essentially, what's happening is he's keeping him lit so you can shoot. And this New Orleans is going to figure it out at some point and decide he's got to do something. And here it comes. There's the shots on you. There's the torpedoes from the Icarus. Now the Icarus has to get out of there. Oof, you took a big hit. Fortunately, he has AP loaded against the Icarus. And he's going to get torpedoed down. Ta-da! Well, I don't know that I would call it greedy. I would say at this point, the New Orleans knew he had to do something. I like the fact that the New Orleans pulled out of the island, and I mean, he almost killed Cthulhu here. One more salvo would have been enough to kill him, but he saw the Icarus and decided to move his guns towards the Icarus. If he could have gotten that kill on Cthulhu there, he probably could have won against that Icarus. Maybe. We'll see. Icarus could have just kept behind the island, played ringer on the island still. So it was a good battle. That was nice to see. Guys, do you have any comments to pass along to Cthulhu? I'm going to do my drawing. And the winner is Caligula Grozny. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, working on lead would be something to definitely pass along. Yep. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna open up the reopen the raffle now. Ta-da! And Edge, you said there was this from Spy. Let me see if I can find this ranked Minotaur replay. Or not Spite, I'm sorry, it was Seraphic. Ah, okay. For a second there, I thought I was loading into a game. Lol. Alright, that was